we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Lawrence.
Over the middle, complete. It's Saunders. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
And his throw is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. He took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. So here are the Steelers backed up to start their initial drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
40 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Anyone who watched Najee Harris at Alabama knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with, and he's continuing on that path here at the next level.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
I think that's a big pickup for a first. A drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The Steelers at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Ready.
Harris running straight ahead. Both pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week.
14 carries, 59 yards and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
ETN on the toss right.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Alert. Clock it. Stand in. Opposite.
ETN up the middle.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Lawrence will throw.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Saunders. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Alert. Block it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
All right, go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
Right back to Chris Godwin. On the move past the 40.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris
with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0.
Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They go play action with Lawrence.
He completes it to Ridley.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen, Etienne. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down. They hand this off to Harris. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there was one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Ready?
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Kill. Check.
Here's Lawrence.
And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be real.
Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Alert. Block it. Hands in.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
The kick by McManus is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take it.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 104 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Chris Godwin,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Jaguars getting set to go.
Already.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check, check. Alert, alert.
Draw play, ETN.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This will be fielded at the 17. Down the numbers. There he goes. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, That's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. They'll start on the ground with Harris.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
114 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
He'll drop to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
On the set. Set, go. Ready?
Now back to throw.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Here we go.
They're going for it. This is Harris. So give him the first down. First and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off.
He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Handoff running left is ETN.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Lawrence will throw.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, 49 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to claw one back.
McManus's point after is good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Harris.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Ready, ready.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Alert, alert.
They'll start on the ground, ETN.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Now Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Taking it about the 36. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Harris running straight ahead.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now in Jacksonville.
Ready.
2nd and 5.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Ready.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Chris Godwin with his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. On first down, Lawrence.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. That is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Lawrence.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lawrence going to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now Lawrence.
And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead, the offense lost one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. That's Saunders.
And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And to throw again is Lawrence.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley. 27 yards.
And the Jags get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point from McManus is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it.
Bobby Brown on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He was brought down by Foyesade Oluokun.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And he'll just get rid of it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. That's Saunders.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Again, it's Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He finds his man, complete. That's Saunders. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. The quick slant caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And this is point after is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Okay,
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
They find some open field here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some